I'm pretty excited about this one, Marco.
Yeah, mate. What do you reckon?
Let's reveal it! The hype a little bit.
Oh, sorry, mate.
G60 Patrol.
Sorry. Look.
What do you reckon?
Gorgeous. Look at those curves.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely. Alright, should we take a look around?
Yeah, mate. Let's do it.
1978 G60 Patrol. What's under the hood? A 6-cylinder inline 4-litre petrol motor. Thirstiest thing. Out of factory. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Doesn't have gas struts on the bonnet. Very similar to a 79 series. Actually, this has got more mod cons than a 79 series. Follow me. Dual zone aircon. You got passenger and driver. That's not all. Have a look down here. And footwell.
You've got to keep your toes well ventilated.
That's right. And probably fairly dusty too, I'd imagine. But yeah.
Mud, water.
Whatever you're driving through is coming in. But yeah, all seriousness, it's pretty basic. And that's not a bad thing. I haven't even started it, to be honest. It's, probably needs a little bit of work, I'd imagine. But should be relatively easy to get going. Bit of rust around. The chassis isn't in too bad a nick. It's pretty, so a bit of rust obviously, but surface rust, nothing too structural. The transmission cross member's completely rusted out. I'm surprised it's not laying on the ground, but that's all stuff we can manage. Fair bit of bodywork, rust and whatever, but generally speaking, it's relatively sound, which is good. I've been looking for one of these for quite a few years, not seriously looking, but the right one come up, the right price, and wasn't completely trashed. It wasn't sitting in the middle of a paddock. Well, actually, it was sitting in the middle of a paddock, but it wasn't completely rusted out. So it was worth buying. Put it that way. Fuel pump's out, clean that up, we'll get a rebuild kit. Finding things for a 1978 vehicle could be a little bit difficult, but I have found a rebuild kit for this, so that's good. I'm struggling to find a Carvey rebuild kit. Haven't even tried to turn it over yet, but this fuel pump, the diaphragm in it's shagged, so that's not going to work. So then, while we're waiting for that to rock up, just going to bleed the brakes, see if we can get some sort of brake pressure there. There is no clutch either, so that needs a bit of attention. Just the old single piston in the rear. Well, we've done the front brakes, bled them. We're getting some pressure on that brake inside, so that's a good thing. See if we can bleed these ones too. Have a look at the brake fluid that's coming out through it. A little bit filthy. all heaps of sediment and crap in there too, so yeah. We'll get the back ones done. We need to do this one back driver's side first, because there's two reservoirs. That's from the front of the vehicle, and that's for the back brakes. So generally in more modern cars, there's only one for front and back. Well, this one's got two. So yeah, always bleed your furthest brakes first, and then come around to your closest to your master cylinder. Just finished bleeding the brakes. They're actually a pretty good nick, which is a little bit surprised. Just pumped a heap of new fluid right through the whole system. It was horrible looking, as you've seen before, but yeah, and just got some pressure in the clutch too. I'm not sure how that is going to hold up, but it's better than it falling to the floor, so that's a bonus. Probably give these drums a little bit of clean up, and then put the wheels back on and start stripping, give it a bit of a clean, probably pull that crappy passenger seat out, pull this bar work off. It's gonna go. People are probably gonna hate me for it, but yeah, all the bar work is gonna go. Something will be going back. Rear bar will probably go and be replaced with something a little bit nicer and a little bit more user friendly. The old jerry can holders, I'm pretty sure they're going. This dodgy tow bar out. Basically, there's a gas tank under here that needs to go as well. I'm not running dual fuel, so that can go. Good spot for a water tank or another fuel tank. So, yep, time to start stripping the shit out of it, and then hopefully when this fuel pump kit, rebuild kit rocks up, and get that in, get it running, hopefully on its own steam, and get it outside and give it a really good high pressure clean.